Thousands of years ago, in the sands of Egypt, a civilization rose that built monuments so precise, so massive, that even today, engineers wonder, how was this possible? Imagine carving blocks of granite so hard that even our modern diamond tools struggle. Yet, the Egyptians left drill marks, cuts, and finishes we still can't fully explain. Now picture the Great Pyramid, aligned almost perfectly with the stars and true north, constructed with stones weighing more than 80 tons. Did they really drag them with ropes and ramps? Or did they know a secret we've forgotten? Inside their temples, we see carvings that look eerily like modern light bulbs. Coincidence? Or did the Egyptians experiment with electricity thousands of years before Edison? And here's the real twist. Their mathematics encoded in the pyramids reveal knowledge of geometry, pi, and maybe even the golden ratio, centuries before the Greeks. But it doesn't end there. Beneath the desert, they engineered water channels, pressure systems, and hydraulic networks that might have powered their greatest monuments. Tonight, we're not just asking what the Egyptians built, we're asking what they knew, and whether these technologies were human genius, or something far more mysterious. Welcome to our deep dive into the lost technologies of ancient Egypt, where history meets mystery. Stone cutting, engineering, precision. When we think of ancient Egypt, the first images that come to mind are massive blocks of stone stacked into pyramids and temples. But look closer. The real mystery isn't just their size, it's the precision. At sites like Aswan, archaeologists discovered unfinished obelisks weighing over 1,000 tons, carved directly out of the bedrock. The chisel marks are still visible, but some of the cuts look far too clean, too smooth, almost as if a high-powered drill was at work. And here's where the mystery deepens. At Abydos, ancient drill cores show spiral grooves, the kind of markings we'd expect from modern rotary drills. How could simple copper tools and sand produce such results? Mainstream archaeology tells us it was brute force, patience, and clever use of dolerite pounders. But engineers who've studied the evidence argue differently. The pressure needed to bore into granite at that speed would require technology far beyond anything we can imagine from the Bronze Age. Now picture this. Millions of blocks, many weighing tons, cut with such accuracy that you can't slide a razor blade between them. This isn't just construction. This is engineering mastery. Was it lost ancient technology, or perhaps knowledge handed down from a forgotten civilization? Some even whisper about sound-based cutting, vibration tools, or energy harnessed in ways we no longer understand. Whether you believe in these theories or not, one fact remains. The precision of Egypt's stonework still defies easy explanation. And if they mastered the hardest stone with this level of skill, what else did they know? Pyramid construction technology. The Great Pyramid of Giza, more than 4,500 years old, 481 feet tall, and made of over 2 million blocks of stone. Some of those blocks weigh as much as 80 tons. And yet the entire structure is aligned to true north with an accuracy of less than 1/10 of a degree. Even with today's GPS and laser equipment, that's a feat most modern engineers would find difficult. So the question is obvious: how did they do it? The mainstream explanation is simple: manpower, sledges, and ramps. Tens of thousands of laborers, decades of work, and clever logistics. But when you run the numbers, things get complicated. To place one block every 2 minutes for 20 years straight, without fail, would have been required. That means constant precision, coordination, and planning at a scale never seen again in history. Alternative theories step in where mainstream ones fall short. Some suggest massive straight ramps stretching miles. Others imagine spiral ramps wrapping around the pyramid. Yet, when archaeologists search for physical remains of these colossal ramps, they find little to support them. Here's the twist. The internal structure of the pyramid isn't random. The king's chamber, built from granite blocks weighing 40 to 60 tons, sits high above ground level. To raise such blocks without cranes, without wheels, without advanced machinery, it challenges logic itself. Some theorists propose that water channels, hydraulics, or even counterweight systems were used. Others look to the stars, pointing out that the pyramids are aligned with Orion's belt, as if they were not just tombs, but part of a cosmic blueprint. And then there are the more controversial ideas: anti-gravity, sound levitation, or even external intervention. Were the pyramids power plants, stargates, or simply monuments of genius human willpower? Regardless of where you stand, one fact is undeniable. No ancient civilization left behind such colossal, mathematically perfect monuments on this scale. The Great Pyramid isn't just a tomb, it's a riddle carved in stone, a structure that silently dares us to explain its existence. Maybe the real mystery isn't how the pyramids were built, but why the knowledge to create them was never repeated again. Hidden chambers, internal design mysteries. The deeper we look inside the Great Pyramid of Giza, the more it feels less like a tomb and more like a machine. Unlike any other pyramid in Egypt, the Great Pyramid has an intricate network of chambers and shafts, each built with astonishing precision. But the real mystery isn't just their existence, it's their purpose. The so-called King's Chamber sits at the heart of the structure, built from massive granite blocks hauled from Aswan, over 500 miles away. Above it, 5 relieving chambers were stacked, supposedly to prevent collapse. Yet many engineers argue these spaces weren't just structural, they resonate. When sound is produced inside the King's Chamber, the granite amplifies vibrations in a way eerily similar to modern acoustic technology. Was this deliberate? Then there are the shafts, narrow, angled passages leading outward from the King's and Queen's chambers. For centuries, they were thought to be ventilation, but in the 1960s, astronomers noticed something extraordinary. The shafts align almost perfectly with Orion's belt, and the star Sirius around the pyramid's construction period. Were these star maps carved into stone, meant to guide the soul of the pharaoh to the heavens? Or do they hint at a deeper cosmic connection, a blueprint written in both earth and sky? And just when we thought we had mapped the pyramid completely, modern technology proved us wrong. In 2017, scientists using muon scans discovered a massive void above the Grand Gallery, a hidden chamber untouched for over 4,000 years. What lies inside? Treasure, knowledge, or perhaps nothing at all? Yet its size and placement suggest intention, not accident. Why would the builders leave such carefully engineered empty spaces? Mainstream archaeology says symbolism, ritual, or simple construction necessity. But others wonder if these hidden voids once contained machinery, energy devices, or served as pressure chambers in a greater system we can barely imagine. Every corridor, every shaft, every chamber in the Great Pyramid feels less like a random tomb and more like the interior of a vast, mysterious engine. An engine whose blueprints remain unsolved, silently waiting in the desert sun, challenging us to uncover its true purpose. In conclusion, the Great Pyramid of Giza is more than just a wonder of the ancient world. It is a challenge, a riddle carved in stone, daring us to explain how and why it exists. We look at its flawless geometry, its star alignments, its hidden chambers, and its strange resonance, and we're left with one undeniable truth. The ancient Egyptians knew something we may have forgotten. If you believe the Great Pyramid hides more than history, hit that like button, share this with fellow seekers, and subscribe, because this journey into the mysteries of the ancients is only just beginning.